Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Delightful Creations. I'm Amber. Today I'm back to go ahead and put our pages in order and fold and trim and cut everything to fit inside the journal. So the only thing that I did off camera so far was print on my papers and then Mod Podge that piece down. I also went ahead and took a piece of scrapbook paper and made myself a little page template. I want to have them be 7.5 by 4.75, and I was thinking at first I wanted to do 7.5 by 5, but I figured out that once I did that and closed my cover, you saw the page hanging out, even though there's a little bit more space before this closes. I don't want to see any papers. That's just my preference, so that's what we're gonna do. And I think it's a cute little size. Once it's all folded together, it's gonna be really fun pages. So anyways, I did print on these three. So on the back of my snowman paper, I just printed an old vintage parchment paper. I didn't do anything to it. On back of the Merry Christmas one though, I printed a page here that I designed. I used the same hollies that are on the Christmas page, and then I use a torn or ripped piece of digital lined paper, and then on the background of that is just a red background. And then on the snowman paper, I didn't have any Christmas carol that I could put inside this journal. I just have kind of hymnals. I do have some children's Christmas pages, but they're just too big and I don't want to waste cutting it down to fit. So anyways, I went to a website and I just printed this one out. It is called the Christmas Tree March, and it's from like 18 something, can't remember, but a really long time ago. And my plan for this one is to cut off the bottom so that we have this little bit of room up here with the handwriting, and you can totally journal right there. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead, and the first thing I'm gonna do is grab my pages. I'm going to put them in piles. So I know that this is going to be my first page. So I'm going to put that off to the side. And then these are what I'm going to call my decorating pages. And then I'm going to have text, the text pages right here. And then I also pulled in a red doily. I wasn't sure if I was going to add it or not yet, but it's not going to add that much bulk, and it's super cute. Adds a little bit more red since I see that there is quite a bit of green going on. So the doily is going to go with the vellum, and then the, oh my gosh, wrapping paper is going in the vellum and doily pile. And then we've got just plain. So this is a cream paper, and then I have two coffee dyed pages. So those are going to go in one pile because they're what I call blanks. And then my ledger paper, I'm going to put with text. And then the last one here is this Christmas page with the grid, and I am going to put that in the center. So I already know where that one goes, so I'm just going to pull that one out. And the very last one is this mixed media page, and that is also going to be a special. So it's broken down pretty easy. And then I left the card and the blue out because I already know that it's going like this. I don't have to figure out a spot for it. It's got to figure out where it's going to go inside the journal. But that's how I'm going to have it wrapped around. So I will do the trimming off camera, but we'll do the order together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just fold this. Maybe I need to do the trimming. Let me see here. Yeah, I have to lose a little bit off the top and a little bit off the edge. And if I just need to cut now. Yeah, we're just going to cut now because if I fold it, then I lose another piece of the paper and our snowmans are going to be off. So 4.75 times 2 is 9.5. So I'm just going to go like this and see, we're going to lose all of that. 9.5 right there. It doesn't take too long to trim, but now I've got a nice little piece here for a belly band or a tag. And then on the top or the bottom, whichever side you want to cut, I want it 7.5. So I need to trim some off. That looks good. Right around the presents. So make sure it's 7.5. All right. And there we go. And now I have a bigger piece instead of having two smaller pieces to cut off. I don't know. It just seems like one cut should do it. All right. So this now is going to be my journal. First page. So excited. I could score it, but I don't have the score thing on my cutter. I don't like it. I just prefer to do the old fold in half method. All right, so there's that. So I'm going to do my doily because that's easy. I don't need to trim that down. I'm going to fold that one in half. And the card is done. Let's see here. I'm getting all mixed up. I'm like wanting to do all of it at once. Okay, so the search for the first snowman, I'm not going to trim this edge. I'm going to leave it a ripped edge. And I want you to see this kind of towards the front of the journal. So I'm going to fold this in half with that introduction. I think that is such a sweet little thing. So that for me is going to go towards the front of the journal, just right in half. This one, I want it to go this way or this way. I don't really care which way it folds. I just want it to be in half. And I don't think I need to trim this one down. I think I pre-trimmed it, but let's go ahead and have a quick check. All right, it's plenty of space that way and 7.5 this way. So I don't need to fold that or cut that one yet. These ones, obviously, I got to cut these big pages. On the ledger paper, I also want that towards the front because I like kind of do like the December daily type of thing where we have our numbers down to 31 days. So I'm going to cut right at 31, which is way down here. And I'll trim off the excess from the top so that I know I have enough space for it to fit in the journal. I'm going to put all my cut-offs over there. Okay. So 7.5, wherever that lands is what we're cutting off right there. Perfect. Right at the top of those numbers. And then it is wide enough to not have to cut anything else off these edges, but I don't want to have the holes there. So I'm just going to trim down and get it right next to those numbers as close as I can. And get rid of that. That's going in the trash. Okay, so now this one's ready. And I want it to be folded this way so we see the numbers on this side first. It is a little bit of a wonky cut there from that paper edge, or the hold edge, but it'll work out just fine. Okay, so that one's ready. Let's see. These two big pages. I know I'm cutting the bottom off of this one. So wherever that lands, it lands. So we need it to be 7.5 tall. And that's going to cut right after my snowman and part of that Christmas tree. So that'll be a fun little piece to play with too. And let's see, do I need to cut anything this way? Nope. Because we can go 9. So that's nice. It takes my brain a second. Orientation of the page. Now this one we're cutting the bottom off because I want to get rid of this Hobby Lobby paper down here. And it got stuck in the printer, so there's a little bit of a black smudge on this one. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'm not going to reprint it because I don't have another one of these pages. I only picked up 2 from Hobby Lobby, so we can't reprint. Otherwise I would have. So I lost track. 7.5. Forgot which way I was cutting. Only got to remember 2 numbers. Okay, 7.5. So this one's going to go that way or this way, this side. And same thing for the vellum. So I'm getting my piles mixed up here. Same for the vellum. And all the rest of these pages. So vellum needs to be this is a long edge, 9.5. Oh gosh. Yes, 9.5, because I want this one to be a full. I was thinking if I wanted it to be a full page or like a shorter page where it isn't so much vellum, but we can always trim down more if I don't want it wrapped around a big page and I want it wrapped around a small page. I can always change that. So that's not an issue. And now 7.5 tall. There we go. Try to give myself as much possibility as I can before I cut, because once you cut, you're pretty much done. I do have one extra of the red vellum in my stash. This one I'm just going to trim off the extra brown bits and see where we're left with. It's okay if this page is smaller than the size we need. I just don't want any. I would rather it be all paint, and I'm just going to measure from there what we have left here. So that actually works out to be 7.5. I can already see that, so I'm just going to trim right there on that one. And I'm just tossing these. I could use them, but I'm just not going to. And so now I need to trim off 1/2 inch. Excuse me. 9.5. And we'll just go ahead and take it off that edge. Doesn't really matter. Now this piece I will save because it's all inked up. But the other ones, I don't like it with brown. Okay, so this again is, whichever way. Let's go ahead and save our wrapping paper because I want to turn that into a pocket page because of how long it is. I think that'll be super cute. This one, we're going to do full page, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do, I got some of the glitter paint on my fingers. 9.5 and 7.5 tall. And this trimmer is really particular. I can't stick more than one page in here at a time to trim down. It won't cut, and I had to change the blade on it before this video, so I need to go purchase some more blades. Now, one of my coffee dyed pages I want to turn to a flip out, so I don't want to cut off the extra lengthwise, so I'm going to have a look-ski. And I think we're going to change this one into a flip out page because I like that that has the coffee stain there. And this one does have some white down here that didn't get trimmed or didn't get dyed. So I'm going to cut that down. So let me do the long edge. Oh, then I'm going to lose that. Let me do this side first. Okay, so we are going to do 9.5. I want to keep the cups on there, but I don't necessarily want all that extra white if I can help it. There, now we just got a little bit of white. 7.5 right there. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So this is my cut page, my cream page, this page. I'm not cutting the length. I'm just going to cut this so it fits in the journal top down. And that's going to be 7.5. There we go. It's looking good. It's looking good so far. Okay, I think that is all of my pages because the Christmas one that's going to go in the center, I'm just going to fold in half and then fold in half. Yeah, I was kind of bummed out. I didn't have a calendar page. I really like some of the images that I have in my calendar pages for December, but they just didn't work with this journal. There's quite a few kittens, surprisingly, like in my pet or animal calendars that I have, and I don't really use them. I don't really like cats. As terrible as that is, they're just not for me to look at, and you know, so I probably won't use them, so maybe I'll give those ones away. But this is going to be the center, and I'm going to do a pocket page, so I'm just going to probably sew along the top and then the bottom, and then we'll have a tuck spot here and here. So that's going to be fun. All right, I think we're ready to play and assemble the main part of the video. So page 1, and I know I wanted the ledger paper and this one, so I have to decide if I want the ledger first after that or if I want the text page first. And I kind of think it's cute going like that, like the search for the first snowman, introduction, and then it's kind of like table of contents. What a fun design. Yeah, let's do it like that. I think I just decided. And you can still see around it. Okay, now inside of here, I'm feeling like I don't want any craziness. Maybe this is a good spot for coffee dyed paper. I'm going to save that pocket page, or do I want the cream one? And I'm not ready for a flip yet, I don't think. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. Maybe I do want the flip because I want it further away from where this pocket page is. And then if I'm going to turn this one into a pocket page, so I'm just going to fold this right now and measure it because I want it to fit in the journal. So I'm just going to kind of go, as long as it fits inside of here, it doesn't matter too much. Give me enough of a pocket down here at the bottom. I'm kind of liking that because this is more like a picture paper, a pattern design, I should say. It's really bright. I like it against the green. And the only other page that has any type of, I folded that crooked because it's bent the other way. It wanted me to fold the pocket on the outside and I want it on the inside. What I'm trying to say is a pattern of like bold colors, and this is pretty muted so far from the beginning. So I think we're gonna try that here and then do the coffee dyed. Oh man, should we do the flip or just the regular coffee dyed? Let's see here. I'm thinking it would probably be better to have the flip further away, but we can always change the idea here. So I'm going to go with a regular coffee dyed page just to kind of tone that down. And now we're back to a center neutral. So let's go ahead and put in some boldness. I'm going to put the snowman card with the, oops, I forgot to trim down this blue one. I kind of thought it would fit in the journal. I didn't measure that one. Okay, so 7.5, we're going to lose some off our bottom. Because I'm not going to cut the roses off, even though they don't go with Christmas blue roses. But I like it. I like Little Pioneer Woman. I've used some of her recipes. So good. Okay. Then we got this crazy blue. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I was thinking the blue lines from this would look good here, but I don't really like the lines and the lines. I want to separate that. So maybe go this way with it. No, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's think here. Around this one, I'm going to put the doily just to bring in some red. So it'll look like that. Should have folded the doily the other way, but then it would have been ugly on this side. Could totally, maybe what I'll do is glue 2 doilies together. So you have the same design on each side. I think that's what I'll do. Do that off camera. I think that'll be fun. So we'll try that. Okay, so this is going to go like this, and then we have Snowman and Christmas. The cream, I just did coffee dyed, so I don't really want cream. I think we're about ready for either the crazy mixed media page coming up or the text. Let me fold this. I'm going to fold it green side out, so gold side in. Not that it really matters, but that's just what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it. Oh yeah, there we go. Got some grunge going on, and that's not gonna work for me there. So I know I want this one either around the cream or the coffee dyed. Yeah, I think the coffee dyed maybe, or let's see here. Ooh, maybe if it's kind of accented because it's bold with bold, or we could do, no, I like this. Let's try the music paper. Maybe we'll like that side better. I think I like the bold with the bold because it is green and gold, and then you got really gold on that side. I think that's going to be the best way because then you can add photos on this side if you wanted, or continue to play with art or whatever, and then you can journal on this side. Versus having this one, you can't journal on either one of those. So I'm going to go this way and put the snowman around the mixed media page. Whoops, I just got that totally crooked. Pop that out of the way here. But yeah, I've been having fun playing with my supplies and pulling out all the Christmas goodies. I'm so excited. Fall is done. And we are ready for the giving season. Maybe, no, this has to go in, this has to go inside. I was going to say wrap that around. I mean, that does look nice, but I know that I want this for my center, and I don't want my center to have that in the, well, actually, it doesn't look half bad. No, I don't want to have the doily in with that, so maybe the text page around it. Let's see. Because what's also fun about mixed media is sometimes you use your like book pages and it gives that extra text, an extra like background, and you can collage on top of it, or I think I'm going to fold it in though. You can collage on top of it, or just go ahead and like paint and just, it's already set up for you to keep building on. And then we'll have a snowman in the middle so that you don't have to mess that up. That's a great plan. I like that. Okay, let's do that. Where am I? And then maybe, I don't want that next to that. Alrighty, what am I going to do here? Should we do, I think this doesn't look terrible. Excuse me. Doesn't look terrible, but it's kind of want, I got to use this cream page somewhere. So I think cream after the blue, and then introduce the music paper, maybe. Thinking like that, because the music paper is a small page and it looks nice next to the cream. And then we get crazy bold, and then we go back to text here. Okay, crazy bold and text. And then this is going to be my middle. I think it might be time for that. I do kind of like this though. I kind of like that. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to see Christmas or Merry Christmas, so I'm not feeling that. Okay, let's do our flip, and I got to decide if I want the flip to be with the coffee on the edge where you flip out, or on the other side. I think I'm going to go this other side. So this doesn't matter as long as I am within the parameters where I fold, how deep I fold my flip page. And I think I'm going to go about here. I tend to like about 2.5 inch flips for some reason. That's just what I prefer. And then I have to decide now if I want my flip to be on the inside of the page where it opens out, that side, the front side, or if I want to fold it this way and have a page like this where it flips out. I actually tend to fold my flips inward, so that's kind of fun. I mean, I realize that they fold outward, but I tend to fold them like this, so I guess we'll go with that. The normalness of how we do things. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that. And then we have our flip. Something isn't quite right here. Maybe it'll be okay, because I need something to kind of calm that down. Okay, now we got our vellum, which is crazy vellum, which I don't mind folding this in half. Again, we might not use a full page. I might trim it down. I don't know where it's going to go. So we'll go ahead and fold this one. I don't want to fold this one yet because I don't know if I want it inside or outside. Let's just have a look. Okay, that's gross. Not on that page. Go back through here. Have another quick little flip. Let's see what we got going on. We could do Merry Christmas here at the front, but I really want it to be introduction table of contents. I really feel that. That is nice. And that, I like, that's nice. This wouldn't be bad to have Merry Christmas after the wrapping paper, but let's see. Coffee dyed snowman. Definitely don't want any, no crazy red there. And then I like that it calms down. And then we get to the music paper with the mixed media page. And we're back to text. Maybe I don't want vellum next to it because that's too much wildness, I feel like. And I like that it has the text here. So then we have the coffee dyed. Maybe we could go and kind of bolden this up, maybe. Let's give this a try. It is a little bit longer, but I can trim it down. Or I could leave it long, actually. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's try this one. This way? Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I found this red with this red here kind of goldish to be clashy, and that's why I didn't like it. And I also didn't like not being able to see the snowman. And this one I don't think it really matters too much. Maybe it does matter. Yeah, it does, because you can journal here and here. But if you do it this way, you can journal here and then not here. And same here. Here and not here. So we're going to go green side in. Woohoo! Just about done, guys. And I get comments saying that people like hearing my thought process of how I put my journals together. So that's why I'm filming this. Normally, it doesn't take me quite as long because I don't have to... It's more of a feeling thing for me, or an aesthetic thing of what it looks like all together. And no, definitely not. No, that's too much. And then I like to get green and then back to our red. So that is really cool. So I need another doily. I'm really excited about that. Try a double doily. Might not work. Might not work, but we're going to give it a go. Yeah, see, that's really cool. Bold, and then it calms down. And then you got this pop of blue that you don't expect. And then back to calming down. I'm kind of thinking it needs to come towards the front here. So maybe... Oh, this might be gross. I don't know. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's see what we feel here. All right, we're opening this up for the first time. We got our cute little snowman, and then you're hit with red in the face. I'm just trying to think of like what I can put on here to make it not be that. And there, instantly just putting something on top of that in your face vellum makes it calm down. So I think right here in the front, the other idea I had maybe was to put this vellum on the outside, which I've never done, but I don't know if I'm gonna like. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't. Nope. Okay, it's going on the second page, and that will be a bold red statement. Okay, that's the order we're gonna have. So we ended up with 15 pages and then that doily, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and grab another doily, glue that together, and I'm gonna whack off. I'm gonna line up everything where I want it, and then I'm gonna whack off the pages that stick out, and yeah, and then we can just add some. I just don't know if I was gonna say maybe some tabs or trim, like lacy fun things, but I don't want it to clash in here, but maybe a few little bits on the smaller, more inward pages perhaps. I don't know, but that's it for this video because it's quite long, and we'll be back in the next one, and we'll talk to you really soon. Bye everyone.